Another upcoming fight that we've all been waiting for. Alex Wassabi and KSI have been beefing each other even before their actual fight inside the ring. No doubt, Wassabi has already established his name as a YouTuber and is also slowly getting his name out as a boxer. Wassabi also has been boxing and just had a recent match this year. KSI, on the other hand, hasn't fought in a while. The last fight he had was against Logan Paul in 2019, and that was 3 years ago. With that, it's understandable people think that KSI could be a bit rusty or out of shape in boxing. But from the looks of his training footage, KSI is far from being rusty. In the footage, KSI is seen training under the rain while being blindfolded. With his quick footwork, he's also dodging punches left and right. With that, during an interview, Alex Wassabi reacted to his training footage. He was first asked, "KSI doesn't box anymore, and he's talking about a lot of games. Do you still think he has it in him?" Alex then replied, "I don't think he had it in the beginning. His boxing is so sloppy. All he does is talk about Deji throwing his left cross over and over and over again. All he does is those overhand right over and over and over, and it's sloppy, and like he has been boxing forever." He also talked about how people think he's not on KSI's level, and here's what he has to say about it. "Everybody's like, you're not on KSI's level. I'm like, yo, he hasn't boxed in years, and his first fight doesn't count. Does it go into Joe Weller headgear? He fought Logan, and it was a draw. And then he fought again. He's 1-0-1, and I'm 1-0, so we're pretty even, except he has a draw." His reaction says it all. Seems like Alex doesn't think KSI can handle all of his punches. Wassabi's confidence with his skills and the fact he recently had a match and is all warmed up compared to KSI, who had had a break for 3 years. Guess we'll have to wait and see how this plays out, right? On the other hand, KSI doesn't seem to be bothered with what Alex has been saying. KSI even reacted to Alex Wassabi's weird stare down with a camera that was recently posted on DZNE, the company that's promoting the fight. In the video, it is seen Alex just having a stare down, and after the video, KSI just bursted out laughing. Well, we have to say Alex kinda looked a bit funny and awkward in that video. Another disadvantage to KSI is that he recently just broke his nose. Well, breaking your nose can do some serious damage and is very troublesome. It can make it difficult to hear and see. So that's something KSI has to deal with when he steps into the ring with Wassabi. KSI also shared his reaction with his broken nose by showing an image of his face where it's visible that his nose isn't in a good condition and said it ain't looking good and bursted out laughing. He shows that he's just laughing with the situation, but you can clearly tell he's not really happy about it, and his injury could really affect his fight with Wassabi. It's safe to say KSI is a good opponent against Wassabi, but with his injury, he could easily be trapped into Wassabi's punches if he's not careful. We're all waiting for this fight. Unfortunately, just recently, it was announced their fight has been postponed. Their match was supposedly set on August 27, 2022, but due to Alex's injury, they had to postpone the fight. According to American YouTuber Keemstar, who hosts the YouTube news channel Drama Alert, Wassabi has picked up an injury in training. He stated, "Ladies and gentlemen, this breaking news, Wassabi is injured. Now I've come to 2 different injuries. I've heard concussions. I've heard a broken hand. It's coming from a source close to Wassabi's camp." Alex Wassabi confirmed his condition by posting on Instagram and wrote, "With all these rumors going around, there's only 2 things that are true. I've recently suffered a serious injury, and I will be back very soon. You don't play with concussions. New fight date announcement on the way." KSI also has something to say to Alex in regards to their cancelled fight. KSI tweeted, "You can film it because I definitely will, and watch me obliterate you." Alex fired back by retweeting KSI's tweet asking if it was meant to be intimidating. Alex replied, "Assuming this was meant to be intimidating, but I just feel bad for you, bro. You had a rough couple of days. You need some time to recover before trying the 'I'm so scary' thing again, so I'm not gonna pile on. Don't worry, we're gonna run it back on the big stage one day. You'll see." And of course, KSI shut down Alex by replying Alex had already lost his chance. He tweeted, "Ain't no big stage for you, mate. You've lost your chance, LOL. Recover from your concussion. real quick so I can spare you a 30-second YouTube short. Unfortunately, we won't be able to see Wassabi and KSI fight inside the ring as of the moment, but we still get a glimpse of them beefing each other and had always been on each other's throats on social media. Surely it'll be interesting to see if they can keep the hate alive when they face each other inside the ring. Just one day after the announcement of the cancelled fight between Wassabi and KSI, DAZN has released an official update confirming that KSI will continue to compete. While the new matchup may not be the one that everyone was hoping for, there will be plenty of drama to be discovered. Instead of fighting against Wassabi, KSI will now fight against Swarms this August 27. Brandon Scott, known professionally as Swarms, is a British rapper, singer, and former semi-professional footballer. Swarms and KSI formerly worked together, but they will now be fighting against one another inside the ring. Although they had previously been friends, Swarms previously called Ola Tunji out on livestream on June and vowed to defeat him if ever they faced off. The announcement was teased by KSI as he continued his ongoing rivalry with Jake Paul, who recently cancelled his bout with Hasim Raham Jr. Hours before the confirmation made its way on social media, Ola Tunji claimed that he would honor his word as he stated, "My word means something unlike Paul's." With that said, before confirming KSI's fight with Swarms, Jake Paul has offered KSI to have a fight with him instead. KSI previously had fought against Jake's older brother, Logan Paul, in 2 fights, drawing one and winning the other. Since then, Logan's brother Jake has been eager to fight KSI, and he has also been making his name for himself in the boxing world by claiming 5 victories in the ring, one against KSI's brother Deji. Even though KSI and Logan Paul get along well, there's a lot of animosity between Jake Paul and KSI, so it's understandable why so many people want to see them fight. Recently, things took a turn when Paul's fight against Hasim Raham Jr. inside Madison Square Garden was cancelled. Once the news broke that KSI won't be fighting against Wassabi, Jake Paul has been announcing in every social media that he wanted to fight KSI. But just a day after the announcement, KSI already had an opponent. But this doesn't mean we won't get to see Jake Paul fight KSI. On Monday, 8th of August, 2022, KSI tweeted asking Jake Paul if he wanted to fight, but with one condition: the winner takes it all. KSI tweeted, "I'm gonna send you a contract. We'll fight next year. Wembley Stadium. Winner of the fight takes all. 100% of the purse will be on the line. Put your money where your mouth is and let's finally end this. Will you accept?" Jake Paul agreed with the offer, and just like KSI, Paul also has his condition. He wanted KSI to admit that Paul's better at boxing. Paul tweeted, "Good morning, guy fighting rapper with his t-shirt on. Your hometown and winner takes all, 1000% I accept, but one condition. You have to reply and admit that as of today, when it comes to boxing, I am better." KSI quickly responded and agreed with Paul by saying, "As of today in boxing, you are better." Seems like both the stars and the fans as well get to have what they've been always wanting for, a match inside the ring between Jake Paul and KSI. The date hasn't been finalized yet, but it seemed to be set around early 2023. What are your thoughts about the match between KSI and Alex Wassabi? Do you think their match will still continue? And if so, who do you think will dominate inside the ring? Will KSI win and avenge on behalf of his brother Deji? Or will Alex win and continue dominating both brothers? What other boxing matches are you looking forward to? Let us know by leaving a comment down below. See you in the next video.